In other news, cars are overtaking the country's chips on the export front. In fact, the auto industry posted fresh highs in the month of March, fueled by soaring demand for eco-friendly vehicles in the international market. Our Moon Hye-ryeon has the tallies.
South Korea's auto exports hit record highs once again in March. According to data released by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy on Monday, the value of car exports came to over $6.5 billion, smashing the previous record of $5.6 billion set in February. This is a 48% rise compared to the same month last year. Production levels also reached a high unseen since 2017. Over 400,000 cars were produced in March for the first time in 6 years, after supplies of auto parts resumed following the reopening of China's borders. Of these 400,000 vehicles, some 260,000 were sold overseas, the largest number of units exported since December 2016. The ministry attributed this to more South Korean cars being eligible for tax credits under the United States Inflation Reduction Act, despite not being assembled in North America. This was reflected in the exports of eco-friendly cars, which recorded all-time highs in terms of both export value and vehicle units. Around 72,000 eco-friendly vehicles were sold overseas in March, an almost 80% increase compared to the previous year. The value of these exports came to some $2.3 billion, an almost 95% increase on year. The export of electric vehicles saw the highest rise in numbers on year, rising by over 100%, followed by hybrid and hydrogen cars. Domestic sales differed in that hydrogen-fueled vehicles saw the greatest rise in sales on year at 51.2%, followed by hybrid cars. Domestic sales were also boosted by the release of new models such as Hyundai Motor's new Grandeur and Kia's new Niro. The most popular model in South Korea was Hyundai Motor's Grandeur GN7, selling over 10,000 units in March. Meanwhile, exports of vehicle components fell on year by 5.3%, coming to just over $2 billion. Moon Hye-ryeon, Arirang News.